Hi guys, I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. I most likely look like crap right now. I am not feeling well. I am going through, since about 3 o'clock in the morning, some sort of major shift happened to where my throat was hurting. One of my ears is hurting pretty bad. I have a lot of sinus pressure. I have a very deep pain, cramping type of pain in my female organs, and it's just, and I don't even have issues with my female organs, but a lot of shifting and changing in my body. I feel like I've got a really, really, really bad cold or a flu coming on. My body feels very exhausted. My muscles feel exhausted. If I just bend down and come back up, I feel exhausted. Now, having said that, I called off work today. My daughter had a baby yesterday, so I have my second grandson now. His name's Jordan. He's a beautiful baby, breathing on his own, doing well, even though he was several weeks premature. But at first I thought maybe I'd picked up something from the hospital. I wore a mask the whole entire time that I was there, but I felt like maybe I'd picked up something from the hospital when I started to meditate, because anytime I'm sick, I meditate. Okay, that's one of the things that I do. I take the time to, meditate throughout the day quite a bit. I will just close my eyes, I'll stare into my third eye center, and I'll ask different things. So today, while I was doing that, barely even really had closed my eyes and just started realizing that I'm going through a major shift, a major transformation. And I was shown multiple aspects of my life right now that are being revisited. Okay, things that I had let go of, things that I had done moved past, and specifically connections and relationships. Things that I really could care less if it came back into my life, and then all of a sudden, bam. So that's a physical aspect of it, an emotional aspect of it, and things of that sort. But to get back to the point and why I'm making this video, a lot of you are probably feeling like, shit, I feel like I need to call off, but how can I tell my boss that I don't really think that I'm sick? However, my body, mind, and soul, my energy, everything in me is telling me, like, you better not go to work. It's not going to be a functional day. And I have found that to be true here today at home, that it's not been a very functional day so far. My headspace is pretty clear, but at the same time, there's these things every once in a while in this clear space that just bam hit me, and it's like, why the hell am I thinking about that? Or why all of a sudden do I have this certain pain in my body? And I mean, there's certain things that are happening that if I was to call my boss and say, hey, look, this is what I'm going through, she's going to think that I'm absolutely fucking crazy. So I told her bits and pieces of what I was feeling and stuff, and that I felt like I had, a really bad cold or a flu coming on. But you can't really tell them about, oh, I'm a healer and I'm going through these changes and shifts so that I can help other people to go through these changes and shifts, because the whole entire planet's going through an awakening. How do you tell that to your boss? You don't. Or you're going to, people are going to think you're absolutely insane. So, however, one of the things that I was doing today was guided to do, and have been guided to do for quite some time, is to partake in something that I smoke. It's an herb. It's green. A lot of people partake in it. However, if I start sharing what I'm referring to, I just know that YouTube is going to flag me. So let's talk a little bit about what it's been doing for me lately. Okay, so separate from this shift that I'm going through right now, and probably many of you are, the past several weeks have been leading up to this major shift that's been happening. Revisiting things, but these revisiting things are like, they're showing out in the physical, but they've already healed in the spiritual, okay? This is what I've been told. However, point I'm trying to get at, I am so disconnected right now. Point I'm trying to get at is, lately, Spirit has been guiding me to set intentions when I'm smoking that it will reflect or mirror and to me, back to me, things that I still need to release, heal, change, what have you. So things I still need to see. Yesterday, while I was on my way to go see my daughter, I had a lot of this anxiety that came up as I was crossing over a bridge. I've crossed over this bridge many times. I've had anxieties while going over it. However, in the past, I visited something that had happened in a past life going over a bridge. It was a death that had happened in a car going over a bridge. I healed that, and for a long time, I didn't have hardly any anxiety while I was crossing over these bridges and stuff. The last several times that I've crossed over this bridge going to see my daughter, whether it be at the hospital or, you know, what have you, she just moved to Covington, so I've went there a couple times, but I had this really bad anxiety, and the third time it was so much worse because I had set intentions that day that anything that I needed to still see would be reflected throughout the day, and it did. It has showed me, just by having those intentions, when I'm smoking it, it has showed me things that I still need to see, release, and heal. So while I'm sick today, one of the things that I have been told to do is to set intentions that it will help me to see how different ways of awakening my Kundalini energy, ways that I haven't used before. For whatever reason, I didn't think that it could go dormant again, but I believe that mine has. If it's not really dormant, it's because of the shifting that I've been going through. I've been going through some major shifting. But anyway, Spirit has been asking me to set that intention today, be in meditation today, and allow my body to do what it needs to do. So I'm going to get real vulnerable for a minute. I'm going to have to find a place to put my phone down where you guys can see me. So I'll probably pause it for just a second. But I'm going to put my phone down because when I started going with the flow today with what it was showing me that I need to see with the Kundalini energy, as well as periodically having these flashes of certain relationships and certain things in my life that still I hadn't seen certain aspects of, it's being shown to me and revealed to me today. But anyway, I'm kind of going to show you how my days go when I'm going through a shift like this, and I feel like I've got the flu, and I feel like I don't want to get up out of bed and do anything. I do what Spirit tells me to do, and I allow my body to do what it is meant to do, and I awaken certain avenues that help my energy, my chi, Kundalini, life force energy to flow. And today, when I was doing this, right before I started making this video, a new way of doing it was coming up. So I'm going to set the phone down and show you what my body does and things that you should start doing to get used to listening to your body on how to heal it, how to ascend through this transformational time, because a lot of times it's very uncomfortable. You feel like shit, your body feels like hell. Your emotions can be going through things that you don't even understand why you're going through. So when you start to learn to move with what your body is wanting you to do, whether it's saying to sit or to stand or to dance or to just be in the flow with what it's doing, then do that. Okay, so I'm going to put this down for just a second. Okay, again, guys, I feel vulnerable showing you guys what I allow myself to do because it is weird. Some of the ways in which my body will move and do things will be so odd to me. So I know it would look so odd for other people. But I'm going to go ahead and close my eyes and just go with the flow here. Now, as I'm allowing my body to just do what it's doing, I am seeing in my midsection and lower part of my abdomen, right around like root chakra area, energy moving and swirling and making these weird patterns that are crisscrossing each other. I'm being guided to bend my knees right now, so that's what I'm doing. None of this none of this movement is forced movement. It's not something that I am making myself do. This is just happening because I'm allowing my Kundalini energy to do what it wants to do. Every once in a while, I will receive some sort of quick flashes in my thoughts, so to speak, of certain things that I need to release, or certain ways that I may be thinking that are not good for me, or what have you. I'm seeing a yellow ball in my left hand and a white ball. I'm sorry, it's opposite. Yellow ball in my right hand, a white ball in my left hand, and they're just balancing there. I'm seeing a pale, cloudy looking blue energy starting to form around me. I'm feeling trauma releasing from my hips. It hurts, it's very painful. It's also releasing in my lower back. It's extremely painful. As I'm doing this, I feel like I'm growing really tall. I feel like my spirit is outside of my body, growing a lot taller than what my physical body is. Well, I feel like my physical body is weighed down to the ground right now. I feel like walls are being pushed away from the front of me. And I see them crumble. I'm being reminded to bend my knees a little bit again. And I can feel the difference between when my knees are really, locked, that the energy doesn't flow as well. When I did that, when my hands were going down, I could see the earth opening up below me, and I'm seeing my roots connecting. Not from any particular space from me. I'm just kind of seeing them energetically just growing. Not out of my physical body, not out of my spiritual body. They're just there. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm seeing bright white shield of light being put where that wall was. And now it's being brought all around me. They're telling me to spread my legs a little bit more, so I am. When I say they, I'm meaning it could be spirit, it could be my guides, it could be my higher self. I like to think most of the time when I'm doing meditations like this and just going with the flow, that it's spirit or higher self. I'm hearing yes. I can feel the trauma coming back out of my lower abdomen again. How do I know that it's trauma? I'm being told it's trauma. I'm seeing a bright purple light starting to form right in between my legs right now, and it's pushing up, and they're saying divine mother light is what I'm hearing, but I am feeling it being absorbed up into my lower abdomen where all that pain is that I'm having now. If we listen to our body, the pain represents usually trauma or something of that sort. So whether it's trauma to the physical body or to your emotional body, your mental body. It doesn't really matter. It's connected and attached somewhere. So the more that we release of that by going with the flow like this, the easier it is to get through our days without those things replaying over and over and over again, or that pain coming back over and over and over again. Right now I'm just sitting still like they're telling me to do. I'm being asked to bring my legs back together and slightly bend my knees. I'm feeling a drain, as if energy is just being pulled off of me down into that space that opened below me in the earth. See a lot of purple light in my eyes. I see an outpouring of energy coming out of this way. It's even cycling. I don't know where or what it's cycling with, but I can see it like engaging around me. When I shift hand positions, it's because I'm either guided to do it that way or it's a forceful thing that's happening. Right now I'm feeling a release in the lower abdomen. It's coming straight through beneath me and into the earth. I'm also seeing like this energy that's coming from the top of me. It's a purple looking umbrella type of energy that's kind of going throughout the entire aura. It literally looks like this huge, big, black mass, and my whole entire abdomen is being released at this time. It's very painful in my lower abdomen, even in the tops of my legs and hips. I'm being told to tell you guys, if you're allowing your body to do what it's doing right now, you may be feeling the same exact things that I'm feeling, releasing trauma. Okay guys, so it always takes me a few minutes to kind of get myself back to where I kind of was beforehand. However, I've been meditating ever since I got up this morning and knew that I was feeling really bad. So there's different forms of meditation, but the whole point of this video, guys, was so that if you are somebody that partakes in cannabis in any way, shape, or form, smokable, edible, oils, however, patches, and you've always been using them for like focus, to mask your pain, to, you know, help with eating, whatever it may be. Yes, it's true. It works for those things. It's very beneficial. However, when you add it to your meditations with intentions of awaken you to higher states of awareness, higher states of consciousness, to also awaken you to see mirror reflections of throughout the day, whether or not you're smoking it throughout the day, that it will reflect to you the things that you need to heal, release, accept, whatever. When you start doing that, you start to have a bigger appreciation for the herb, for the medicine that it is. Just like all psychedelics, it is meant to mirror things to us that we need to see, good, bad, or indifferent. If people use it for that way, you start to realize that the traumas and things that you were holding on to are released, and the pains in your body start to go away. Your fogginess in your head starts to change. You start to lose the ability to become depressed about things. Things just seemingly change, okay? It's just amazing, guys, when you're so in tune with your spiritual body. And we can just add something extra to it that is given from the earth to help it go that much deeper. The transformation that comes with it is just magical. It's a miracle. It's things that people don't talk about much, however, need to be talked about. So even if you're not somebody that partakes in that type of herb, set intentions that spirit will reveal to you the things that you need to see, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent about yourself, so you can either accept them, release them, or just be okay with them. Ask that those things will be shown throughout the day. Ask spirit to show you, is there something that can enhance this connection with these knowings that I need to know about? Maybe spirit will show you to sleep more, or to go connect with nature more, to drink more water. Maybe spirit will guide you to videos about different things that have to do with alchemy. It could be so many different things. But anyhow, I hope that you guys got something out of this video. I feel like it was all over the place. I actually feel a shit ton better right now. I'm still having some things being released, so I'm still going through some pain in the lower abdomen. But my head feels a lot more clear right now. I don't have the sinus pressure that I had before. So, guys, no, many ascension symptoms can come masked as flus, abdominal type of sicknesses, or viruses and things of that sort. A lot of times masked as that. So people will take a pill or take some sort of thing, which I've been guilty of doing, taking NyQuil and things of that sort in the past. But now I know what I need to do. So my body is telling me right now to go sit down and rest. I am still processing through a lot of these traumas that were being released out of my hips. So try to do this, guys. Try to work with your Kundalini energy. Like I said, I feel like this video is all over the place, but you guys know how I am. I'm kind of all over the place. Anyway, much love to you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.